What's going on, guys? I never know quite how long it takes to buffer up the recording, because sometimes it varies. That's why I make funny faces when I start off. I'm not trying to scare you guys, seriously. But anyway, just a quick vlog today, because there's really only one thing that I really need to speak about, and that's just you guys. I suck with these kind of things, so and I suck with them because it's really hard to express gratitude in a world that's very jaded. And people, when you say thank you, you say I love you, and you say I appreciate you, a lot of times people feel like it's insincere or you have a hidden agenda, you know. And I'm gonna preface this before I give the gratitude out. GeekyAntics.net. There are commercial plans, monetary plans, goals in there, of course, because who wouldn't want to, make a living off of the things they love? And really, the whole concept of doing what you love for free as a voluntary thing, it's great. But the thing is, you run out of steam, and if you don't have some kind of gain from it other than the love of the work, and you can't dedicate as much to it because you have to do the things that make you money that may not be as fun or as fulfilling. So there are plans for that so that people could do what they love, make their dreams work, um, and level the playing field, because it's rough if you're not part of the 1%. In just about anything. There's so much opposition you have to deal with, so much toxicity. I say that word a lot, but it's true. People just knock the winds out of your sails, and the winds, the singular wind, the wind out of your sails. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, straight to it. We hit 3K plus fans. Just on Facebook alone, we have over 3,000 likes, and I am just, I guess the word is flabbergasted. No, that would probably assume that I am tired. I'm not. I am tired because that's sleep deprivation, but that's a whole other issue. But you know, I'm amazed. I'm in awe because we haven't really officially launched. Um, we're still like in the soft launch phase. We're still kind of in the beta phase. We just released the new site. Um, there's a lot of people helping out, stepping up, but it's mainly just a handful of people. And me doing a lot of the grinding, and stuff that's involved in it. That's fine. I'm not complaining, but with the minimal effort, we've done put into like promoting, marketing, improving production value, just the extra things that give you traction, buying ads, whatever. Um, we've done so much, and I was looking at the podcast download numbers and the listening numbers and subscriber counts, and I'm not a numbers guy. I think people get caught up in the numbers, and they're misleading. They make you feel like your value, it just amounts, boils down to numbers. And it's the same thing goes with like people that worry about rank or position or title. And that's kind of the stuff that I've launched Geeky Antics to combat. Get rid of some of that elitism and some of that narcissism, some of those misconstrued or misguided goals that people have, because there's more to life than just numbers and money. But those are nice. Those are things that enable you to create value. They're not value in themselves. That's how I look at it. But gosh, we hit some major milestones, and they kind of snuck up on me, and it finally just hit me all at once. We've done so much in such a short amount of time, thanks to you guys. Even my videos are getting tons of likes and views, and I'm pretty surprised. It's still funny because I know there's people that can't take a few seconds out to click like or rate something, or a couple minutes to leave a brief review or comment. People don't like putting themselves out there, and I get it. Or they're spread thin between so much, amongst so much great content. It's like, well, I have to choose the best of the best, and you just barely made the cut. So and we're trying to work on a platform, a community that will make collaborating, that will make meeting other geeks, that will make the creative process, you know, more fulfilling. So originally, I was talking with Stan Farina, and we're talking about what should we call people that are on the network, right? Like that join now, if they want to do business cards, should they be called a founding member or a founder, blah blah. Well, I said founding member is good, but then he said, oh no, maybe a creative. I'm like, yeah, that's good, but that could be misleading as well. But we all are creators. I like the term creative engineer because it takes into account the technical aspects and also the creative aspect, the artistry of it, and combines it together. People are not that much of a fan of it though. So, but I think the word that he came up with is mad genius. We're all mad geniuses. We're a little crazy. We're trying to break the meta. We're trying to go against the conventional. We're trying to create our own rules and follow the beat of our own drums. So that's the kind of spirit that we're trying to encourage with GeekyAntics.net, man. And because we're getting all the support, people are donating. We haven't even really officially started fundraising. People are sharing. They're liking. They're telling their friends. It's some of those things are still not where I would like them to be because it's disappointing. And I'm gonna give you guys a tip here. If you have a website, if you have a blog, if you have a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, whatever you're doing online, maybe you have a business. It might be a startup of some sort, some kind of business venture, and all your friends and family are not supporting you. That is pretty typical. Sometimes our loved ones are the harshest critics of what we do. Hey, look, we got people in the chat. Been waiting all day on you, Yogizilla. Dude, it's family OP. Been super busy. Puffing in the chat. We got a bunch of people here watching a vlog. It's like a ramble on. I streamed this just because I figured having the vlog on Twitch is a great way for people to know more about me other than, playing games. But this is mainly for the people on YouTube. That's for everybody. We're gonna do a little bit of hype here in the chat. I did say this is gonna be a quick stream because I have a bunch of stuff to do tonight. It's been a crazy weekend, but Yomar is pouring his heart out. Kleenex stat. It's true. I'm stumbling on my words because I don't know where to start with just the gratitude, and actually a lot of the people that are here right now are a big reason for it. We got Stan Farina, who, he's a starving artist just like myself, and he's donated time and money into this. And I'm like, hey, you could scale back the effort, dude. I don't want you to spread yourself thin because when I really need you, I want you to be available and not be like burnt out, But he's just a machine and he's a man of action, He's not the guy that says a lot of nice things. He just does nice things, and I say action, action, action. Andy's another one that's just all action oriented. He likes the brainstorming sessions. We have great brainstorming sessions, and when it comes to technology, system administration, understanding infrastructure, user experience, Andy is brilliant. And I've been taking him under my wing more with the marketing and social media stuff. And hopefully we'll get him to do some podcasting with us. Everybody loves that British accent, but Andy's funny too because he just dives in, and he's the kind of guy that just says, "Well, screw it about getting it perfect. Let's just ship." He's just get her done. Andy is OP. And then we got Puffin, who's another streamer on Twitch. Just recently started out, and that guy is a go-getter. He is driven because he streams at all hours of the day. He gets like no sleep, and then on top of that, he visits other people's channels and supports them, and just stays there to help them get some more viewers and keep those counts going up. Because unfortunately, on Twitch, it is a numbers game. Nerf the British villain, nice. Yeah, Puffin's awesome, and he's got like super production value going on his thing. I think he's invested, or he either he did it or he paid someone really well to get all these overlays and branding done. I'm spread very thin, and I'll admit it. There's so many different hands reaching out for money. Family. OP, and different things going on. I got other projects going on, other responsibilities. So, but I want to be able to one day say, hey, 100% focus. Well, I won't say 100%. Well, yeah, 100% because I think what I want Geeky Antics to be is like a platform, a catalyst for everything creative that we can do individually or as a team. Like I want to focus on game design full time, along with writing and be published. Stop ghostwriting. I don't want to do any more consulting work or freelancing work. I was to say, hey, I could take the next few months or next year or so and focus on my projects and just get that done, and do it because that's what I really want to do, not because I have to pay a bill, you know. Um, and I'm hoping that I know I'm very confident that Geeky Antics network, global gang, is positioning people to be able to do that kind of stuff. It's all about peer support because we all have opportunities, we all have struggles, but together we're stronger because we complement each other. So we're trying to establish that support system. We're trying to create that camaraderie, give each other the tools and encouragement that sometimes lacks in other networks and other communities. And the community has been amazing. The fact that you guys helped us get over 3K Facebook likes alone is insane. This I know tons of clients that have established brands for 2, 3 years or longer, and they have a fan page, and they're lucky if they have you know 500 likes. And again, that's not a metric that I want to focus on, but it's just put things in perspective. We are definitely thankful and appreciative of where how far we've gotten in such a little amount of time. So it can only get better from here. Puffin the Magic Dragon. Oh, yes. So for those of you that have been, and I'm all sweaty over here, so pardon me, but for those of you that have been following me long enough on Twitter and all the social media and whatever, you know, we had a failed startup, and one of many, but this one in particular was tragic because it was gaining so much traction. We tripled the community, after we came in, Andy and I, to the company and Social Prize, but it wasn't enough. And then we finally just decided to leave that because our partners were just total money grubbing idiots that had no vision. And to me, I want to make Geeky Antics a way for us to meet like-minded people, to meet people that are passionate, that are driven, that think outside the box. Or I hate that phrase. They recognize there is no box. That we put ourselves in a box, but it's so much. We live in a world of limitless, unlimited opportunity. But we often just look at the opportunities that are afforded to us or that kind of fall in our laps, rather than trying to create those opportunities ourselves. If even though people join Geeky Antics Network and they give value to us, we give value to them as well. But the more important thing is that it we want to make people self sufficient. We're there for them when they need us, but we want them to feel like, hey, I'm glad to be a part of this network, but I'm not trapped. My content is liberated. No more worrying about what you say or how you say it. And eventually there will be some kind of quality controls. I mean, you have to be mindful. There still are rules that you have to follow. Like if you want to get certain sponsors, you can't smoke while you're doing a video or streaming. There's certain things that don't fly, like racism. I mean, that's never a good idea. If you're like if you're syndicated on a network like iHeartRadio, I mean, good luck trying to say an F bomb. You won't last. Now, let's see what's over here in the hot seat. Yeah, it is the hot seat, literally. Oh yeah, Spat Spathizilla, aka Andy, says they had visions, just vision of private island before they even had the cardboard box under their bridge. Yeah, it's true. That burns me up. Like I'm a firm believer in dreaming big, but people also don't appreciate the small wins, the small victories. Things. It's a process. You know, like 3K. Facebook likes. It's not a major goal that I've set for us, but I'm excited about it. I appreciate the fact that that is a win, and it's something that gives us more credibility, regardless of how I feel about it personally. And I also realize it's a reflection of a community that actually cares about what we're doing as a network. But you have to celebrate every win because if you don't get hyped, that's why I love Sean Freeman over at ZombieCast and Knuckleballer Radio, which Knuckleballer Radio is actually going right now. I'm about to go listen to that and get some fresh air because I am sweating up a storm. But Sean Freeman, no matter what's going on, he always gets hyped. He says it himself. I always act before I start any show or anything I'm gonna do. I always act like someone just handed me $100, you know, and that's a good way to look at it. I mean, $100 may not be a big deal for some people, but if you just got $100 for no reason, I mean, hey, $100 is $100. I don't think too many of us can turn our nose to that and be like, okay, whatever, it's $100, you know. Yes, Andy makes a good point. Dream big. Just remember, you don't get big very quickly. It is 99.9% of the time a very, very long journey, and it only feels long if you have dreams of grandeur and you're only looking at the end point. There's so many things to do in between. Then, you know, like for us, originally this started as an idea, and I knew I wanted to do it for the longest, and the timing was off because other people started doing it, but then not quite the way I knew it needed to be done. You're giving people a chance because you can't get a chance on a lot of these other networks like Geeky and Sundry, which I love, or All Games. I love them too, but if you're a smaller personality, good luck. So everybody has to start somewhere, and how do you get the help and direction and the platform that you need? So that's kind of what inspired it. But we started off. Obi and I actually both knew we wanted to do a podcast. Hey, why don't we do a podcast together? And then I kind of just kept talking about it for a while, saying, I think I'm going to create a network. And Obi was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, he was cool about it, but he wasn't excited about it. I was the one that was, like, completely passionate. And I'm not shooting you down, Obi. I'm just saying, And I just said, F it. I'm just going to do it. And whoever wants to be a part of this, great. If not, I'm going to keep doing this, whether I'm by myself or other people join me. And slowly but surely, people started seeing, hey, he's serious about this. Let me get on board with it. And I hope that passion becomes, viral in a good way. Not like the herpes. That's not good. But yeah. See, even Google started as three guys in a garage for a few years before they got an employee. Yeah, that story is very typical. PopCap, our friends at PopCap. It was just what was it? Brian, John, and Jason. They didn't have a fourth person with them, but it was a bunch of them living in a crowded house, kind of a dive in San Francisco, with no real plan. They just took a leap of faith, and they got lucky. They got lucky, but it was still a struggle to begin with. And people always act like success is an overnight kind of thing. It just you wake up and then one morning it's like, yay, the money's coming in, and you know. Oh, right. Yes, Chris. Yes, 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 yes. Um, but we always see that the exciting parts of success, the glamour, the fame, the fortune. I could care less about fame. I just want to be able to be comfortable enough where I could give back to other people and not have to worry about bills and just focus on the things that I love and the people that I love. That's my dream. Very simple. Fame and fortune, overrated. Come with a lot more problems than people think. But we always see the end result and we're like, oh, okay, well, that looks easy enough. They didn't put that much effort into it, but there's a lot of things to look at, a lot of variables, timing, dumb luck. What sacrifices did they make? Like, what did they give up? Like, what were they not doing? What did they have to put off in order to get to where they need to be? I mean, there's a price to pay for success. Yeah. How many times did we hear about Popcat being on the verge of being bankrupt? Yeah. Yep. They got big with Bejewel when they started getting on cell phones. That was the big thing. Uh, yeah. Well, actually, even before that, it was Microsoft paying them like a meager amount each month to license the Diamond Mine, which ended up becoming that video was called, ended up becoming Bejeweled, and then they started seeing that there might be something here with licensing out content, and then cell phones started getting bigger, and you started seeing phones coming with Bejeweled. I mean, one thing led to another. How many games did they make before they hit it big on Majuro? Yeah, that's another thing too. Failure. You know, don't be afraid of it. I mean, the more you fail, the greater you're increasing your chance of success. You need to take those risks. If you play it safe, you're not gonna get anywhere. Playing it safe might be for most people hiding in a cave and just staying there. I mean, you know, you have to take risks, and it frustrates me when I see people just playing it safe and regurgitating yesteryear's ideas, yesterdecade's ideas. Oh, zombie! Zombie was lurking. Failure is always an option, as Miss Webster say. Yep, that's right, Andy. Oh, I guess I'm called you out. Oh no, Andy did. Yeah, the chat's actually pretty live. This is just a vlog, and people are just like having a good old time. I'm rambling. Is it really gonna be almost a half hour? Crazy. But tell you what, guys, I'm gonna figure out what's going on tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna get streamed tonight. If I do, it's gonna probably be in an hour or two. Um, but I want to wrap up this vlog before I go off on any other tangents. I just wanted to make sure I just touch base and just share that gratitude because I did do it on Facebook and Twitter and I kind of went crazy and then you know there's gonna be more celebration about it. Matter of fact, this week coming up, June the 26th, 2014, we'll be kicking off a launch party for GeekyAntics.net where we're gonna start doing some giveaways during our live shows and setting up game nights and prepping to do tournaments, setting up ladders, all kinds of stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. Broforce, yeah, we could do more Broforce. I think I'm down. I actually have a couple other games I'd like to stream. Maybe we'll do a dust off, a Sunday edition of the dust off. Andy's making some tangents so I don't ever get off of here. Dude, isn't it like freaking? Oh, it's not too late for you. It's like 2 in the morning, so not too bad. But he said, "How about the World Cup?" / tangent maker. I'm not even gonna get into that. Though it is interesting how excited the rest of the world is about soccer, or I'm sorry, football, because it is the sport that actually play with your feet, and we Americans not so much. Unless I do notice there are like little I guess you say subcultures within the states that appreciate soccer, particularly people that are originally from somewhere else, obviously, um, and Latinos. Latinos tend to be big on it, except for Puerto Ricans, and I'm Puerto Rican because Puerto Rico doesn't have their own soccer team because we're considered part of the U.S. even though Puerto Rico is just a commonwealth and not an actual state. But yeah, ramble, ramble, ramble. It's 3:16. 3:16 in the morning for you, zombie. Yeah, for Andy, I think it's 2:16. A lot of European love going on here. And I always mean to do this earlier, but it's just this week in particular has been freaking insane. But anyway, well, I do invite you guys, and if you're bored and you needed something to do check out my friends over at allgames.com. They're doing a live show right now, Knuckleballer Radio. And if you go to the live section of the allgames.com, you could go in the chat. I'll be in there. Tell them that Yogi sent you from Horseplay Live, and they'll know what you're talking about. That's my main podcast, by the way, for those that don't know yet. But yeah, check it out. And they talk about a lot of random stuff on there. And then I'm gonna try to be back as soon as I can. There's all kinds of stuff going on tonight, this weekend. Like, again, it's been insane. But I'm telling you what, this week I'm gonna try to go on like binge session. I'm gonna like barricade myself in the man cave, like get some fans, some ice, so I won't like melt away. And I'm gonna just do like hardcore streaming. I might even do like a real marathon stream. Andy suggests Geeky Antics Counter-Strike Global Offensive Tourney. I suck at that game. I'll be eliminated in the first game. Zombievore says Holland did great in soccer, so everything will be orange here really soon. You will school me because I suck at that game. I haven't really been in a shooter mood lately. I've been kind of just playing these really like hipster type games, like a lot of indie games and stuff. Mainly because that's what I could really stream well. Once I get to upgrade my rig, which that's in the works too. Good big things will come. By the way, thanks again to Stan Farina who donated the blue cam. Though I need to do some stuff. Blue cam. It's not the portable cam like what do they call it? A GoPro. That'll be probably in the future. No, don't order me an iPhone 5. No, not that. I'm not that bad. I just like the indie games a lot because they're different and they hold my attention more. But oh yeah, run with your knife. That's a good tip. In most of those games, they actually make it so that when you have a knife out, you run faster. I like doing that a lot on Black Ops 2. Switch to my knife and then run, and then I happen to run into someone, just shank them, or not run like hell, and then get my gun out. What was I even saying? I don't even know. I'm just yeah, blue cam. So a few people were asking what the status on that was, but we got the camera obviously. But I need to figure out how to get multiple cameras working on one system without breaking something. Logitech drivers are a little funky about that, so I might have to like hack something up. I do have another USB interface card I could put in there, USB 2.0 interface card. But when I started to do that, I was missing the cable for it, and the bracket that's supposed to go in the slot didn't line up properly, so I had to unscrew it, and I had to like bend it back so that'll fit properly. So it's never easy. There's always some kind of issue. I think I know what picture it is without even looking at it. But yeah, yeah, I gotta figure out all that stuff and find some parts that I'm missing because women like to go into organization mode and move stuff around. And so once that gets done and I can get it all working properly, what I'll probably do is like I won't have the blue cam on all the time, because I know you guys love seeing my ugly mug while I'm streaming games. But what I'll do is I'll switch scenes at times, especially if I go on a break or whatever, or just when she does something silly. Or I'll have her like when I'm like starting up the stream, but I'm like multitasking. I have the cam on full screen or a portion of the screen, or maybe switch scenes and just like switch from my head cam to her, stuff like that. So that's the way I'm trying to set it up, and Andy's trolling me right now in the chat. That's what happened when you know someone for a long time. We've like known each other got close to, actually, believe it or not, close to 20 years if you really stop and think about it. That's kind of crazy. That makes me feel old. Registering blue.tv, freaking the .tv domains are super expensive. Thank you, Twitch, for that. And then the Moobot uses the .tv and Nightbot, whatever. But yeah, man, 19 years. So like I said, close to 20 years. Crazy. So yeah, you guys will be seeing a lot of Andy. And by the way, this is my campaign. I'm not even gonna talk about asking humbly for donations or any other stuff or comments. Now, I mean that stuff still applies. But right now, if there's anything you do after you watch this vlog, I want you to tweet at Spathizilla. That's SPATHIZILLA. And I want you to tell him you need to do a show with at Yogizilla on Twitter. Just tell him that. Because he's got a great voice. We have the best conversations. We're kindred spirits. And, we just key off each other so well. And we can have a nice unscripted show together. We'll have some talking points so that we can always get back on the train if we get derailed. But I've been telling him for a long time we need to do a podcast together, and see, Andy, the women love the British accent, dude. Is he really calling me right now? Oh my god, I don't even have my headphones on. This is gonna be the longest vlog ever.
Hello there. So it's been decided to rename Blue to Meow.
To Mjol.
Meow, yeah.
Mjol.
Well, if you look in chat, I already have Meow, so...
That that doesn't sound like a good cat name. Well, maybe it could be.
How is it not a good cat? You know,
It is a good
what
meow.
noise does the cat make?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Meow. There
But
you go.
that's like a Nordic kind of thing you have going now. It's like paying homage to Thor or
Is that...
something. Huh?
Then the cat's gonna take over the world and conquer all of Europe. I mean, how is that not a good thing?
We have to get a little cape then.
Okay, this has to happen. You know, now you've put it out there, Blue needs a cape.
Oh my god, I'm gonna become one of those people.
Yes. Well, you're already the hipster, so I'm already buying you an iPhone 5 and the attachment so you can be the complete hipster. Have a look at the link. So now Blue needs a cape and maybe a little pair of goggles, sort of like a old school 60s Robin Batman type dealie. You know what I mean? The bright green, the Robin mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she needs to get older before she'll go crazy if I do that. Just the other day, that's yesterday. I gave her a shoelace to play with, and she got it stuck on her. She started freaking out and running around in circles because it wouldn't get off of her.
The only way you could have made that story any better is then say, and then she made a tool belt and can shoot around the office and eat my key.
See, everybody's thinking the same thing I was thinking. Is that Mjol short for the Thor's hammer?
Yes, it is very short for Thor's hammer. In fact, it was the name of the server I had before last year. It was Mjolnir. Unfortunately, it's now Asgard, so...
Yeah, and you had, what's the other one you had?
Antares.
Antares, yeah. I see what you're doing there, Mr. Mythology.
Come on now, it's cool stuff.
It is. But now who's the hipster?
Well,
let me make vague references that only other nerds will get.
In response to something Stan just said in chat, we need to paint the retro handset for the iPhone red. Stan, the one I've seen is actually purple, and I think it'd go perfectly for you.
Oh my god. I actually kind of miss Pulse rotary phones. It was just...
See, in fact, no, I'm gonna get you a modern rotary phone. It's not pulse dialing, it's still tone dialing, but it'll be rotary, so you can be like the old man going, oh, I'm going to need my little pointy stick to turn the dial.
Yeah, I mean, I don't miss it in the, I don't want him to come back, but it was just something different about it. And, he's just turning the dial, it's like, now we're so spoiled, it's just like, click, call, and done.
Yeah, zombie. I hang around with Yogi here, so it's got to be Asgard.
Yeah, I see what he did there. So he might be making fun of at least my American pronunciation of it.
Oh no, it's clearly mine. It's clearly mine. I said Asgard, so...
Oh, man.
Remove an S and U.
And then it's right again.
Yeah.
I wonder. There might be something there. Maybe they were trolling us when they wrote those legends.
Yeah, I can see it now, back in the day. What, should we be Norse mythology? I know, we'll make a word that, when pronounced in a 2014 accent from America and London, it'll sound like they're trying to protect their arse.
They're very forward thinkers, and Blue is getting my toes right now.
See, clearly some kind of evil villain. I mean, I think Blue is British.
You think she's
You cannot be an evil villain without being British. I mean, look at every movie you can think of with some kind of villain. They're all British.
I always thought, watching James Bond, since Sean Connery days and everything, I always thought that all British people were evil because of him.
We are. I'm currently planning your death. Don't worry.
So see, now we wrapped up the vlog very neatly because we have Blue on cam.
Oh, please, I've got to get you on another tangent now to keep this going. I mean, 30-minute vlog? No, we're going for an hour.
Oh God. Yeah,
In fact, the only way I'm going to let you get off this vlog is to hang up on me on Skype.
That I can't do that to you. That's messed up.
Exactly. So I'm keeping on here all night. Stan, if you want it, you've got to say in chat, Yogi's got to stay on now. He's not getting out of here that easy.
A 10-second pop quiz. Well, see, I may not be able to hang up on you, but I could just stop the stream altogether.
Well, that's just cheating.
I found a loophole. That way I'm not rude to you, but then I'm rude to everybody in the chat.
Name one of Thor's goats. Thor didn't have goats, did he?
Were they like OP? Goats are already OP.
Hank. I'm pretty sure his goat was not named Hank.
That sounds very appropriate.
I know the perfect name for a goat. Lunch.
Is it? What's the whole thing about goats? Don't they have like a tongue that that's like super abrasive or something? Cause I remember on the farm in Puerto Rico, my grandmother would tell me that don't let a goat lick you, cause it'll take your skin right off or something. And I was like horrified. Like I thought the goat was so cool, and I would pet it. So like, yeah, just don't let it lick you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but there could also be the case of just don't let it lick you anyway. It's kind of like horses. I mean, they're not going to do anything bad if they lick you, but it's just like, ew.
Blue likes to lick.
Yeah, but that's a cat. It's not so bad.
Yeah, I actually don't mind like the sandpaper feeling tongue.
But then again, Blue also likes to eat your toes, and I guess that's not a good thing.
Yeah, you don't know where those things have been.
Well, it's not that. It's more of a case of I'm more worried about the cat.
Aw, I hope if she got sick off, that would be a terrible way to go out. Get sick off of someone's toes and then die.
I could just see it now in the cat community if it was like human society. What did Blue die of? Oh, she chewed on some old Puerto Rican man's toes. Costa Rican, sorry.
Did you say Costa Rican?
Yes.
No, I'm Puerto Rican. Stop it.
Yeah, I said that originally, then I suddenly thought, wait, Costa Rica is... I can't remember.
I'm hurt. Close to 20 years.
Hey. It's 2:30 in the morning.
You're thinking about Goose, a.k.a.
Yes,
Fracción.
yes. But he's dead to me because he said he didn't like Firefly.
Yeah, even as a joke, people, you just don't say that.
You don't joke about that. That's sort of like sacrilegious.
Yeah, I always think I pronounced the Tree of Life, that word. YGG, Drasil. I remember before hearing it.
Oh my god, now I'm remembering EVE Online. Reps.
And the snake dragon eating the roots of the tree of the universe. Yeah, Wikipedia, teach me, senpai.
To be honest, if you ever need to look up Norse mythology, just log into EVE Online and look at the ship names, because they're all there.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like about, see, that's why we need a good space opera like Firefly, because they incorporate all the, like, mythos of other, stories, and I love that.
Yeah, but I said this to you earlier. I said, where else are you going to get those unique factors that made Firefly so awesome? And you've got to think about it. What is it? It's cowboys, so Western. You've got a bit of military in there and sort of like good versus bad. So it's kind of like a Star Wars-y, sci-fi thing. It's in space, and that's just a win button anyway. But also they're smugglers. They're the criminals, which means they're the bad guys, sort of, but they're also the good guys, so you're not sure what to do really. And put it all together in a show that works. I mean, with, let's face it, 3 hot women. How is it not a good thing?
Yeah. What was it? The engineer girl, the fancy girl, as we decided her name will be, because we don't remember her name. I remember the actress name, but not her in-game name. Her in-game name. Morena Baccarat or whatever. Oh, and you talking about Wash's wife?
There's that one as well. And then you've got the Summer Glau or River Tam, depending on who you remember her as.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, she's a pretty girl, but That forehead, that freaks me out.
Yeah, she's pretty until you focus on the forehead, and then everything it just messes up your entire
See,
world.
with any other girl, it's sort of like if she's wearing a nice outfit and it's like my eyes are up here. Whereas in the case of River Tam, it's more of a case of you're gonna look at the forehead, and so it's the only time I think a woman would ever say my eyes are down here.
Yeah, yeah.
Zombie taking out on us.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's late for him. He's probably got some military uh,
He's gonna
training
go.
to do. He's part ninja, by the way. Zombie's very humble. He doesn't like to talk about it that much, but he's part ninja.
Well, he already said he's gonna go paint everything orange since doing well in the World Cup and everything.
Yeah, he's lurking though. He's always lurking. That's what I love about him. He just stays in the channel. He's like, I can't listen, but I'm gonna stay here. Okay, that helps you. It's like that little hump that Twitch has. Until you get like 10 people, it's like the first 10 are hard. Once you get the 10 people, people start like pouring in, depending what game it is. Oh, it's not late, it's early. Yeah, depending how you look at it. But yeah.
Well, technically it's late.
Well, it's kind of that whole argument about it's not tomorrow. Well, you know what I said, like, it's not tomorrow until I wake up the next day. So, it's kind of the same kind of thing there. He's an orange ninja, best disguise. Do you have... How about if you combine orange ninja with Get Smart, Maxwell Smart, and you have a shoe phone? That'd be pretty OP, too. Though, that probably wouldn't work well with Ninja Tabis. She nibbles at me and then she passes out. Did you see this, Andy?
Clearly, you are some kind of mother cat.
I am. That's what it is. She thinks my toes are nipples or something.
Oh, I mean, it's possible.
She's bapping me on the lip. It's so funny.
Just you wait; those claws will get sharper soon enough, and it'll be yank! Ah, my nose!
Yeah.
And yes, I do speak from experience here.
Oh, you remember, before I was a dog person, I had a bunch of cats too. Because in the city, New York City, good luck having a dog. Unless you have a lot of money and can live in a really nice place.
Well, I do remember one time back when it was AOL days and you actually had one of the first sort of consumer-grade webcams.
Yeah.
Man, you spent a fortune on technology back then.
On what? On technology, me?
Yeah, I mean, you had
yeah.
all that fancy shit in that place, and I was just like, why would you spend it on that? Didn't you have really cheap vinyl flooring or something?
Yeah. Well, I have vinyl flooring at one part, like some areas, but then it was like hardwood floors in the other part. It was like ghetto fabulous.
Yeah, but that's just you in a tee.
Yeah.
What is the word when you think of Yomar Lopez? Ghetto fabulous.
Well, see, like I had the hardwood floor where it really counted, like the living room, and it had the polyurethane coating, and it was all nice and shiny and well kept. And then it's like in the man cave / bedroom, the mad science lab, vinyl tiles. Oh yeah.
In fact, I've suddenly just had the weirdest thought from the word ghetto fabulous. It is now decided you need to get hair backs by any means necessary just so you can do a hair commercial where you can go, I'm ghetto fabulous, and then run your fingers through your hair.
You remember? You actually remember when I had a fro? Remember?
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah.
In fact, I do believe I have a picture of that somewhere.
That won't be happening anymore, people. So sorry.
That
cannot be a viewer request.
It will be found. It's on one of the 12 hard disks sitting on my shelf. But if enough people want it, I will find that picture.
Dude, she's fighting to sleep so much. She's like falling backward and then getting back up. It's freaking funny, dude. Let me see if I could.
Just aww.
You see her?
Yeah.
He loves
It's
snuggling.
kind of like I'm trying to fall asleep, but there's no support for the back of my head.
Well, that's the position she's decided to go in.
You know these cats. I mean, my kitten just basically sleeps in the most retarded place you could ever think of, in the most uncomfortable looking position. For example, he likes laying on his back, paws in the air. That's not really an issue, but the back paws will be twisted to the right, and his front set of paws will be twisted all the way over to the other side, and it's just like you're sort of like twisted. How could you? I mean, even just me thinking about sleeping like that, I'm just thinking to myself, I would wake up with such a backache if that was me. But no, cat wakes up and it's just like, I'm perfectly fine. Here, give me food. Apparently, Stan's gonna donate $5 if I find that picture. He's
Uh,
on. It's on now.
no, no.
Oh, even better. Yes, the wig will come. The afro will come again. Stan has come with the solution, and that is an afro wig. We're gonna buy you one of those.
Actually, I just want to. I'm actually thinking. I want to do like a silly hat day, and then I could do like wigs and stuff.
Stan, find me the most outrageous afro wig you can. We're getting that. We're getting it. I will forgo Blue.tv in order to buy Yomar an afro wig. But you do realise if you get an afro wig, you're going to have to wear it every time you stream it.
That'll be my gimmick. Some people have breasts.
That's going to be it.
Some people have breasts.
My
Other people
God.
have afro wigs.
That's going to be it. We're going to buy you an afro wig, and then it will take off, and then we'll have to buy you like a luscious blonde wig as well. So you can be like, I'm a blonde, beautiful woman. That sounds like you're nervous. I'm worried that Andy's actually going to do this laugh, and then I'm going to be in the middle of it.
No,
Heard stuff before.
it's more like I keep cracking up, and I'm trying not to be too loud because she's like passing out, and she's just going back and then moving her head forward. Like,
So now you've unleashed Pandora's box here, Yomar. Stan is finding the wig.
oh god, what have I gotten myself into? You guys are watching history here.
In fact, oh god.
Oh god, no, no human hair afro wigs, no. Ugh.
Yes. Okay, no, we'll compromise on that then. Fine, Stan. Horsehair, that'll do.
Yeah, that's. I actually would be more comfortable with horsehair than human hair
Seriously?
because people are gross.
Seriously? Stan, just to make it worse, make it used.
Ew. No.
No, don't you. That's just nasty.
Uh,
In fact, I think I've just had a thought. I want you to have that Beyonce afro wig. You know, the really big one that's like twice the size of her body.
oh my gosh.
That
Then-
sort of that flops around as well. And we're gonna have you dance on stream with that one.
And then I could dance to all the single ladies, all the single ladies. I'll be just another fat guy meme.
Far, are you gonna get the outfit as well? I don't know. I think you could definitely go with the skin tight leather outfit, Yogi. Come on now, it's for the stream.
I don't want to see me in that. I'm pretty sure everybody else doesn't want to see that.
Well, maybe the people would pay to turn it off.
Oh, I'm gonna hold them ransom.
Link. Oh my god, it's not big enough, Stan.
Oh lord. Well, let me get out of here. I'm gonna turn the vlog off because this is already bordering an hour. Insane. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget GeekyAntics.net. Andy's holding me ransom, and so is Blue. I'm out of here.
Geekyantics.net, go, go, go.
Yes, do it.
Use my bandwidth, I demand you.
I'm trying not to laugh because She keeps like opening her eyes, like, "Come on, stay still. You're my bed."
Come on, Mummy, why are you waking me up? I don't want to go to school.
Cats. You think they're your pets, but you're really their pet.
You do not own a cat.
Aww. Alright, here we go.